One night, this girl is driving down the road with her boyfriend and car, and she decides she wants to murder him. And so, she slams the car directly into a brick wall. Now, the girl's name is Mackenzie. Mackenzie is 17, living in Ohio, and she is kind of wanna be an influencer. At least her social media posts suggest that she wants to be one. And honestly, she probably make a great influence. I mean, people say she is entitled, she is a mean girl, and she is a kind of bully. So she fits right it. But despite being all that, there is one guy who still really likes her. Her boyfriend, this guy, Dominic. And Dominic and Mackenzie, they met back in school, and they have been dating on and off for the past few years. Why have they been dating on and off? Well, apparently, Mackenzie is not a very good girlfriend. Like, they fight a lot, and she can really mean to Dominic whenever they fight, berating him and calling him names and threatening to key his car.
I will keep your car if you do not let me in the house.
You're going to keep my car
If you don't let me in the house, yes.
But one day, in 2022, things get crazy between them. Because they are in her car cruising along the highway, and Mackenzie is driving, and they get into an argument like they often do, and they start fighting and yelling at each other, and she is crying and calling him all kinds of names, and suddenly, pow, she starts hitting him from the driver's seat. And so Dominic, he gets scared. I mean, he thinks she might accidentally crash the car, so he calls his mom to come and help him. Well, I guess he wanted her to pick him up if he can ever get Mackenzie to pull over. And Mackenzie, she's so pissed off. She threatens to crash the car on purpose and unalive them both. That is psycho behavior. Well, luckily, she doesn't end up crashing the car, and I guess they work it out before the time being. However, her crazy behavior does put a strain on their relationship. And at some point, Dominic decides, yeah, it's about time to break up with her for good. And he feels this relationship is pretty much run on its course. 2 weeks later, Mackenzie and Dominic are still together, and they both go to a friend's party. And they had a lot of fun at this party. I mean, they are hanging out, Dominic is drinking, Mackenzie is apparently not drinking, but she's smoking a little Zaza. And after that, they leave and go to another friend's party, and they have fun there too. Around 5:30 a.m., they are all done. They are about to leave the second party and go home. And a friend of Dominic needs a ride home too. This guy, his name is Davian. And so, Mackenzie, Dominic, and Davian, they are all three in the car heading home. And Mackenzie, she's probably still a little high, but she is driving slow, she is careful, so, they might be okay. In fact, you can see a footage of them rounding the corner here, and it looks like they are going on normal speed. Now, none of us really know what really happened inside the car beyond this point, but we can assume, based on their past behavior, Mackenzie and Dominic start fighting, and that is when she just snapped and she floors it, paddle it to the manual, and the car takes off, and she's so mad, and she's gonna unalive everyone in the car, including herself. And of course, Dominic probably like, what the fuck? Slow down! And he tries to stop her, and he allegedly grabs the gear shift and he throws it into neutral. But Mackenzie grabs the shift herself and shifts it back to drive, and she keeps on going faster and faster. And she gets the car up to 90 miles per hour. And as they reach at the end of that street, she doesn't ease her foot off the gas. She doesn't stop, she doesn't brake, she doesn't turn, she keeps on speeding, accelerating towards a brick wall on the other side of the building. And she gets the car to nearly 100 miles per hour. And suddenly, kaboom! She crashes into the wall head on. Here is actually security footage of Mackenzie's car just before it hit. And here is a picture of the wall after it was hit. And here is a picture of Mackenzie's car And here is the car from another angle. So yeah, you get it. This is really bad. Now, they are in industrial part of town early in the morning, so there is no one around, and it takes about 45 minutes before someone sees the wreckage and call police. And so police show up, and they can see the car is all busted up, and they discovered that unfortunately Dominic, he didn't make it, and neither did Davion. They were both killed instantly on impact, while Mackenzie, she actually survived, and she's rushed to the hospital. She's there for a while, just have a bunch of surgeries, but she does end up making it, and she eventually discharged from the hospital and she goes home. Meanwhile, police, they have to investigate all this and figure out what the hell really happened. So of course they question Mackenzie, but she doesn't claim she slams into the brick wall on purpose. Not at all. She says she doesn't remember anything regarding the crash that night, so she's not very helpful. And so they go and interview Dominic's friends and people in the circle. And the friends told the police like, yeah, Mackenzie was a little naughty in the relationship. In fact, she used to threaten Dominic. And police sees recording of her threatening to key his car.
Keep your car and do not let me in the house.
Police are also told about the fight Mackenzie and Dominic got in weeks before, where she got really pissed off and threatened to crash the car on purpose and unalive her and him both. And while police continue to investigate, Mackenzie, she's out here living her best life. Like a few weeks after being discharged from the hospital, she's caught attending a concert, and here she is, she's in a wheelchair because she's still recovering from the accident. She also goes back to making TikToks like this one.
I'm not even cool. I'm just one of those girls that can do a lot of drugs and not die.
And notice how she adds the caption, Google Mackenzie Sherilla Strongville, Ohio. Like she wants you to Google her and see that she was driving her car and got into a horrible accident that killed her boyfriend. Because that's the only thing that comes up when you Google her. Like she wants attention from all this. Why? Not only that, she goes out for Halloween to a party dressed up best, and I am not making this up, dressed up as a corpse. And she actually takes multiple pictures throughout the night and posts them. And I guess she must have dressed up like twice, because later she dresses up like a lean, while her friend dresses up as a joint. Lean is a mix of size up or a dirty Sprite, like it's a drag. And so they dress up like drugs and dead bodies for Halloween. They even make some TikToks about it. Anyways, while police are still working hard on this, they get access to Mackenzie's crash car event data recorder, aka its black box. I guess the black box is kind of look like this. Well, they get access to it, and it shows that the night of the crash, after Mackenzie's floor it, she never tried to slow down. She never attempted to put her foot on the brake at all. And that she checked the steering wheel at the last second, which pulls them off the road and directly into the brick wall. And so police, they are looking at all this and they start thinking, you know, this crash seems intentional, like she was trying to unalive everyone in the car, including herself.
The computer demonstrated that there was no attempt to slow down or stop. It was full speed into a building. Tragically, it cost 2 people their lives.
And so, bang! They go and they arrest her.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2.
Here is her mugshot. And Mackenzie goes to trials and she's found guilty and she's sentenced to life in prison.